Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Current bow collection. And I'm going to be getting a couple more. Just not sure what yet. So, first off, we have the Bear Apprentice. Minimum 20 pounds, maximum 50. Currently set at 38 at a 27-inch draw and right-handed. I shoot both ways. Yay! Okay, then we have the PSE. This one here is the Stinger 3G. It goes from, I believe, 40 to 70, if I remember correctly. And it is currently set at 54 pounds for the draw. And 28-inch draw length is current setting. Because I am a 28-inch draw. And though I can shoot 27 without a problem, I get the same anchor point. I'm just kind of a weird bug, I guess, because I can shoot both ways, so yay. Anyways, really love this bow especially. This is a great hunting bow, and being that it can go up to 70 pounds, well, you can do a lot of damage on planet Earth with 70 pounds, right? Even 50 pounds is pretty good. Next up, we've got the Aspen 62-inch. This has got a maximum draw length of 29 inches at 45 pounds. So I'm probably getting around 40-ish at the 28-inch limit, maybe 42 pounds. I'm not sure how the poundage works per inch that way, but it is a 45 pound at 29. It does have a burger hole as well as the mounts for either a sight or a quiver. And if you get the right setup, you can do both. Anyways, this one is a shelf shooter. It's actually set up for 3-finger release only. It does not like to be split fingered off of the shelf, mainly because of probably where the knocking point is, but it works perfect with 3 fingers under. It's also right-handed. Then we have my baby. This is the PSE Nighthawk. Now, these things brand new. You just get the bow and a string for like 220 bucks. I got that bag filled with 6 arrows that were 700 spine, ton of accessories with it, etc. Did not come with a quiver though. I bought that separately myself. Came with 2 sets of limbs. I got this used. So this is the 40-pound limbs that are on it now. I do have a set of 20s. I am freaking bored shooting 20 pounds. So 40 it is, which really helps me out with this thing against helping me out more so with my left-handed compound that's at 54. Because even though I can pull 54 without a hassle, it gets a little tiring after about 18 to, maybe even 24 or so shots. And I start to really waver bad because, this has like virtually no weight to it. Like, it's a recurve bow. They don't weigh much. Now this one here is set for split finger, and it shoots off of a plastic rest that came with it from the factory kind of deal. It does have a burger hole, obviously, as well as we do have a quick release quiver mounted. This is an SAS quiver, and it actually has 2 of these for the arrows. I took the other one off because it was such a pain in the butt to not only get the arrows on, but getting them off. So these things hold so tight, I figured, well, you know what? Let's just take off the one that we can and leave the other one there, and it works so much more better now. So as far as bows go, and that's a 28-inch draw at whatever limbs happen to be on it, because it comes as a 20-pound bow, a 40-pound, and they go up a couple more stages from there. I think the maximum, is 60, okay? But you can get them on Amazon, and they are fantastic bows, okay? Now, as far as what I've got it tied up, they wanted, what was it, about 150 or 175. I didn't pay quite that much. I did a partial trade for that. Or was it this one? One of these 2, I traded 2 Chromebooks and 50 bucks. I think it was this one. That one I can't exactly remember. I think part of it was a partial trade with a little bit of money. This one, of course, I bought outright for $200 for the Stinger 3G. And it came with the quiver, came with a case, few other accessories, you know, that sort of thing. Came with some arrows that were all cut the wrong length, so we had to get some arrows done. But not a bad deal for the pawn shop, okay? But that I paid $200 cash for. This one here, I actually traded a guitar and an Apple mouse for. He wanted $150 for this, and we just did a swap. It was a guitar I didn't need anymore because I can't play with a wide neck anymore. It's too much of a problem for me. So it's like, well, you can sell the guitar and the mouse, and I like the bow. So, and the bow, it comes with a quiver from the factory. Does come with the sights, came factory with the whisker biscuit as well. The thing is in absolutely perfect condition. The only drawback to this thing is it does only go to 27-inch draw max, but I am fine shooting it right-handed at 27-inch, so it doesn't bother me. I did have to buy a release for the PSE, and I share that release between the two bows. So I wouldn't mind having a release for each one, but I don't think I really need to anyhow. So, but, and I did have to get the rubber replaced for the eyepiece for this one. So I'm shooting 500 spine camo arrows that weigh 520 grain out of both these bows. And in fact, this one shoots really super nice at 54 pounds. This is at 38 pounds. I just checked it before doing the video. And it shoots them pretty good. If I'm, I guess within 10 yards or just slightly under 10 yards, I can use my first pin. If I got to go back to 14 yards, I have to use my second pin in order to hit center. So 520 grain is pretty heavy for 38 pounds. So probably would not suggest 520 grain arrows unless you're running at least 50 pounds or higher, which is what we got this for. And this thing can hit bullseyes all day long. So as long as I don't screw up and Mother Nature leaves me alone, so we're all good. And my arm doesn't go, ugh. So, anyways, but I do have a bow camo to these camo arrows. I do have these arrows here with feathers. These are Akmos arrows. They are used on the Nighthawk. Then the arrows that were originally made for my PSE for me, they have been remodified to strip off the plastic fletches and put feathers on because you don't shoot plastic fletches off of recurve bows unless you got specific type of rest for that, which I do not, so feathers it is, and besides I like feathers. So anyway, then I got other arrows kicking around here somewhere. Another quiver or two kicking around. But I like all my bows. I think that they're all fantastic buys. And you know, even with what I have tied up into these things, they're worth every bit. And they're going to make great bows, especially these two when it comes to hunting this coming season. The trad bows, of course, we are not shooting recurves this year for hunting because Cavi still has issues with hitting, so I need a heck of a lot more practice because I'm doing instinctive shooting because there's no sights and I do not sight down the arrow. So I just, there's my target. Ping! Okay? And I need a heck of a lot more practice. So, you know. Now, as for anything else to do with this, that is about it. However, I thought maybe I'd throw in one little extra bonus for you guys on this video. This is called the G4 Tree quiver. You get it on Amazon, and normally it has black straps. One of the big problems I have with that is I'm about 210 pounds, so I'm a bit of a big guy in the chest and a little bit of a gut. And the cameras make me look bigger than what I am because I have wide angle turned on, so alright, I'm actually a little thinner. I only have a 36-inch waist, so leave me alone. Anyways, so what I did was I went to the dollar store, to Dollarama, and I picked up a ratchet strap that's orange because there's a few rules on hunting. And so it's kind of like, well, what was on there is black, but I couldn't find a black one. And so I found the orange, which is the same as the Hunter Orange. And I got my wife to sew them up using spider wire trend line, which is strong as hell. And then of course she did the bottom so it can't slip through. This gives me a ton of adjustability that the original straps are too short for. So that is a mod you might want to really consider, especially if you buy this quiver. It's a beautiful quiver, by the way. However, the straps are a little on the short side. If you're a bigger guy with a shirt on, it's not a big deal. But once you try to put on even like a light fleece, jacket kind of thing, it's going to get it on the thicky side, and it's going to get really snuggy, and that's going to be annoying as heck. So this gives me a ton of room just as it is. So, and this quiver is for left or right-handed shooters, so that's not a big deal. But the way this thing straps on you, it's kind of like a three-point kind of harness deal. And this also allowed me with the longer straps to also now, instead of this sitting at the end, it now gives me a lot of extra slack. So if I am wearing a bigger jacket and I want to go hunting and use my quiver instead to carry a bunch of extra arrows, but even for target practicing out in the yard, I have lots of space. And I still have all that adjustability down here too, which is fantastic, okay? Anyways, so that's what I got for you on this video. I don't know what you got for a bow. Let me know what you got for a bow down below in the comments. Now I do have one other bow that's not even in the video because, well, it's a Barnett compound quad limb. It's a literal piece of garbage, really. But my wife is using it to train herself to be able to pull back that at 20 pounds, which she does quite well with. But she's got to build up her muscles because I bought her a PSE compound that can crank up some serious juice. And as low as we have it turned down, which I believe is about 35 is the lowest we can turn that one down to, or 34, somewhere in that area. Anyways, that's too much for her to pull, but that's right now. She never shot a bow in her life, so she's practicing with that other one. Otherwise, I would have showed you guys that in the video, but I do have it on my channel if you want to check out Barnett bows. There's been a few. My black cat that I had and my red Indian bow that I had, I actually donated those to Talese in North Bay because it's like, I got nice stuff. What do I need that other stuff for anymore, right? And it did come in handy to keep the other one, which we will be keeping probably permanently, just because she does need it for the training right now. And I might want to jack around with the thing and see about flipping the whole thing around so that it can properly shoot left-handed at one point, and perhaps maybe then, if I can get the right modifications going, I may try and see if I can shoot some arrows with feathers through without stripping the feathers off the arrows. But I'm gonna see if I can find some crappy arrows for that first. So just because I don't want to ruin my good stuff if something does go wrong, because it has a really freaking narrow shelf on it. So I am thinking of putting a rest on it to do some modifications, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's it. That's what I got for you on this video, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more archery stuff. I do have a toy coming in on Tuesday that is supposed to be here, so we'll see if it actually shows or not. But it's the shipping thing, right? And it's also the long weekend. Anyways, see ya.